Time for business news now with Stephen Carroll, and we're starting in India, where the messaging service WhatsApp is taking legal action against the government.
That's right. The Reuters news agency reporting that WhatsApp is seeking to block new media rules which could force them to break privacy restrictions for its users. The new Indian law requires social media companies like WhatsApp to unmask the identity of those accused of wrongdoing. That would mean the company is breaking its end-to-end encryption for receivers and senders of messages. The Facebook-owned unit is asking the Delhi High Court to declare the rules in violation of privacy rights. This news coming as tensions have been growing between tech giants and India's government. Police were sent to Twitter's offices earlier this week after the platform had labelled posts by a government party spokesman as containing manipulated media.
Turning to Amazon next, which is facing a legal action in the United States.
Washington, D.C. is suing Amazon over claims the e-commerce giant is in violation of competition law. The case accuses the company of charging sellers that use its platform fees of up to 40% and then stopping them from selling their products cheaper elsewhere. DC's Attorney General says this has pushed up prices for consumers. In a statement, Kyle Racine accused Amazon of controlling prices across the online retail sales environment, putting itself at an advantage over everyone else. As a result, he says, Amazon is illegally reducing the ability of other platforms to compete for market share. Now, Amazon rejects those claims, saying that sellers set their own prices. The company is already facing similar legal action in the European Union, but it's the first case of its kind in the US.
Here in France, Stephen, businesses that are reopening after months of forced closure due to COVID-19, well, a lot of them are planning to close again.
That's right. Workers have continued to build up annual leave entitlements during periods where the likes of shops and restaurants were closed. That means many businesses may face staff shortages in the coming months. Now, the law allows employers in financial difficulty to force workers to take some paid leave, but it's proven controversial in some cases. Emerald Maxwell reports.
They've only just reopened, but this restaurant manager's decided to pull down the shutters in August, obliging his staff to take some of their annual leave.
On va fermer 3 semaines pour donner les congés payés à tout le monde, puisque le mois d'août est généralement un peu plus faible sur Paris. Puis comme ça, je vais solder ça pour tout le monde et repartir en forme avec toute l'équipe à partir de septembre.
The employees have agreed to take the paid leave they accrued during the months of closure, but the decision has left a bitter taste for some.
Je suis ce qu'on me dit de faire. Mais c'est vrai que repartir en vacances après un arrêt long, je sais pas, on verra.
C'est frustrant, mais en même temps, on est pour notre patron, donc voilà.
Under French law, companies can require employees to use some of their paid leave days, up to a total of 18 days before the end of September. There must be an agreement with unions at an industry-wide level, and the company needs to be having financial difficulties tied to COVID-19. But some claim the system is being abused, like at Sanofi, where unions say the French pharmaceutical company didn't prove real financial problems when dipping into employees' rest time.
Il est absolument inacceptable qu'on puisse voler quelque part des jours de congé ou des jours de RTT à des salariés alors que les entreprises n'ont pas de difficultés économiques.
Paris's Court of Appeal ruled in the workers' favour, a decision that Sanofi says it will appeal in the French Supreme Court.
A quick look at what's happening in the markets next for you. European shares starting the day with some small gains, although shares in the British retailer Marks & Spencer's are up by 4% at the open in London after their latest results. No movement in AstraZeneca shares today as that case gets underway in Brussels, where the European Commission is suing over the vaccine supply contract there. We'll be keeping an eye on that for you later. In Asian trading earlier, pretty similar picture. Gains across most of the main Asian markets as well, just the Kospi and Seoul dipping into the red.
Finally from you, Stephen, Australia's Qantas offering a sightseeing flight to see the moon.
Yes, the airline's 3-hour flight from Sydney today will allow people to get a clear view of the super blood moon. This is as the moon enters the Earth's shadow and turns a deep red colour. Tickets went on sale earlier this month for between the equivalent of around 300 and 950 euros. They sold out in less than an hour. Passengers are being served cosmic cocktails and supermoon cakes. Australia's restrictions on international travel have been extremely tough for Qantas. The airline has cut around 8,000 jobs and lost billions of euros since the start of the pandemic, that flight due to take off very shortly.
I really hope it's not cloudy for them after spending that much on it. Stephen Carroll, thanks a lot for that look at the business news.